Hey guys, Brian Mead coming at you with a update on my DDD deck. I put another one up a couple weeks ago, but this had a little bit more play testing. Took second yesterday at locals, uh, getting over things like side frames and stuff. Anyway, I'm just gonna go through it. So for starters, I got 3 copies of Kepler. Awesome. Let's search out your dark contracts. 1 copy of Savant Gallery. I've gone down to 1 from 2. Um, it makes the rest of the deck a little bit more consistent for what I'm trying to do. 3 copies of Ragnarok. Let's see, special summon, special summon, special summon. So he's great. 3 copies of Rebel King Leonidas. And for all the people saying how terrible he is, he straight up won me a match yesterday. So I don't care what anyone says. He's awesome. 3 copies of DDD Swirl Slime. Fusion Summon out of the hand. Special Summon out of the hand. 2 Necro Slime. Fusion Summon out of the graveyard. 2 copies of DD Berfomet. Get your excuse plays off. 2 copies of Jurigato. Fiend, Dark, so it fits in all that. Gives you 1,000 life points back, which can be really helpful. Plus, if you boost one of these monsters' attacks, it's usually like over 3k. Like, do it to a Dark, and it's 3,800, and it's pretty serious. So. And then 2 Maxis. Does it for the monsters. Into the spells, we got 3 Contract with the Gate. Search out your monsters. 1 Contract with Swamp King to fuse. 2 copies of Terraforming. 2 copies of Chicken Game. I still really like Chicken Game because it can block you from burning with its effect and gives you that extra draw power. And yeah, I just enjoy it a lot, this deck. 1 copy of Allure of Darkness. 1 copy of Burial from the Different Dimension. I had taken Allure of Darkness out previously, but now that I'm running Burial, it's not such a big deal. Burial is really great because it can get you back like your Swirl Slimes or your Necro Slimes or anything you banished for Swamp King. 1 copy of Raigeki. 1 copy of 1 for 1. Does it for the spells. 1 copy of Dark Contract with the Witch. I tried playing without this, honestly, because it's not the best card in the world, I don't think, but it is that spot removal, and it does give you it's searchable spot removal, so I think it is good to have in at 1. 2 copies of Contract with Errors. Still love this card. It's a decree you can turn off or on every turn. It's awesome. 1 copy of Skill Drain. And 1 copy of Vanity's Emptiness. These combo with Contract of Errors. You turn them off during your turn. Turn them back on during your opponent's turn. Makes them hate life. 1 copy of Warning. And 1 copy of Call the Haunted. That does it for the main deck. In the extra deck, we got 3 copies of Dark. It's the main fusion you're going to go into. Gives you lots of life points. He got me up to over 30,000 yesterday. That was pretty awesome. 2 copy of Wave King Caesar Ragnarok. Have gone up to 2 just because I get him out a little bit more if I want to, thanks to cards like this. DD Wave King Caesar. Wave King Caesar, he brings monsters back out of your graveyard, and then you can overlay into Marksman King Tal. I go into these about, fairly decent amount. And then 1 copy of Duo Dawn King Caliuga, which is he's just a boss. Heavy Storm. 1 copy number 101. 1 copy of Castel. one copy of Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. This guy was awesome yesterday because I would just, like get my opponent really low and drop him, and now they can't activate anything. Or I even had one duel that went into sudden death time, and I dropped him out there and just kind of laughed because my opponent couldn't activate anything without auto losing the duel. One copy of Big Eye. One copy of Dracosac. One copy of Herdic Sun Dragon Overlord Populus, whatever his name is, and one copy of Divine Dragon Knight Felgrand. And then I'll do the side deck today, why not? So I've got two copies of Battle Fader. Again, it's a Fiend. That actually does matter in this deck, with the side deck, but that's really great against like Cosmos or anything that'll just try and OTK you. Three copies of Wavering Eyes. Two copies of MST. One copy of Deck Devastation Virus. Two copies of Imperial Iron Wall. Two copies of Light Imprisoning Mirror. And then two copies of Rivalry of Warlords. This I actually go into a decent amount because there's a lot of decks out there that are running more than one type of monster. I mean, like Pepe just, they're not having so much fun when they can't play any of their reptiles, or maybe they're stuck with reptiles, can't play any of their spellcasters. So anyway, that's the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and give me a comment, give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me all that good stuff. And if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. Thanks for watching.